security is pretty tight, I think, for a museum.
We're in the Holy See.
Give the man money.
Give the man money.
Inside the Vatican City as we know it today. So this is when the current basilica was redesigned by Bramante in the 1500s. Michelangelo's painted the Sistine Chapel, Raphael's painted the Raphael rooms, and there's lots of work going on here at this particular time. So this is a really important period as well. It's also when a lot of the Greek statues were brought. A lot of the Greek statues and the Greek art that we're going to see today. Pope Julius II was a big fan, and he actually ordered the restoration of a lot of these pieces. Excuse me if I keep moving around, it's I'm sort of on guard for another group stealing my board. Anyway, we're in the Pinecone courtyard here, one of a number of predictably named places that you'll see on the back today. This one rather predictably named because of the huge pinecone in the head of the garden. The pinecone is actually a previous Roman symbol for fertility, actually. So in the eyes of the church, it's actually a symbol of pagan. 6, and then the top piece there, whatever. So maybe 7 years to actually paint the Sistine Chapel. And what's happened is Pope Julius II's come down for a couple of years, so Michelangelo, I'm going to be dead before you get to say a prayer in this place. Can you please pull your socks up a little bit and sort of get on with it? And if you look closely at these three especially and compare them to the rest of the painting, you can see that there's a lot more characters inside here, and a lot more, and the characters are a lot smaller, i.e. the whole painting is actually a lot more detailed in these three here in comparison to the rest of the picture. The characters are a lot bigger, and Michelangelo's actually, after the Pope said this, taken the scaffolding down, stood on the floor and actually realised that he doesn't need to have this level of detail because you can't really appreciate it from the floor. So he's actually made the characters bigger and sparser and made fewer of them in the rest of the painting. So that's actually enabled him to do the entire rest of the ceiling in just another 2 years. And so he's painted 6 months, 2 years, and then the rest of it in just 2 years. Such was the confidence of Michelangelo and the sort of momentum that he was carrying. Nero with this bathtub. Don't forget, the Emperor Nero is a bit of a nutter, a bit of a megalomaniac, but it's only been fitting, I guess, that a guy like him have a bathtub like this. It's a bit like an ancient version of Snoop Doggy Dog. Probably about 20 women in there washing his back or in his bathtub. So this was typical of the Emperor Nero, and it's made from this red Egyptian purple marble. So there's none of it actually left, and as such, it's actually very rare, it's very hard, it's very expensive. And there's actually a long-standing rumour that Bill Gates actually reportedly bought a piece of those opinion of Constantine, but these are actually the sarcophagi of his mother and his daughter. On the left is Constantina, and on the right is the sarcophagus of his mother Helena. Helena actually died in 335 AD, and Constantine himself in 337 AD. Constantine is actually, his remains are actually in Istanbul, the ancient city previously called Constantinople. Okay. Now, it's actually said that this one here was actually probably meant for Constantine himself actually before he died. When you actually each individual tapestry will be spun on its own before being completed back here. A tapestry this size typically can take anywhere between 10 or 11, maybe in some cases 12 years to actually be made from the first drawings to somewhere between 10 or 11. Now, when you look at this particular tapestry here, you can see Jesus in the centre, okay? I want to talk about the spectacles. Has anyone ever heard of paintings where the eyes fall?
Yeah.
Okay, this is something similar, not quite the same, but it's something very similar. And what actually happens is this is turned. soccer field, Usain Bolt runs it in 11 seconds, whatever it is, okay? Take this room and stand it up on its end, okay, and it's 120 meters, okay? There's actually the room that's from the floor to the top of the inside of the dome is 130 meters, okay? So think of this room when you do that. Another way some people like to justify it is the Statue of Liberty is about between 120 and 130 meters high as well. So that would also stand upright inside the church and still not reach the top, okay? So think about that when you go and stand underneath the dome.
What do you think, Dee?
I think this is pretty awesome.
We gotta go. They're gonna no photo us here in a second.
You see him?
No, but they're going to. We're gonna be in trouble.
I want to get the skull with the snot. That's what I got.
That this one's quite interesting is actually because of its historic value. On the outside it's two bronze doors quite clearly. On the inside, however, it's no doors at all. It's a big archway, okay, and it's actually been concreted up on the inside and it's got a big bronze cross actually in the middle of it, in the middle of the doorway. It's called the Holy Doorway because what happens is every 25 years on a Jubilee year, so the last one was 2000, the next one's 2025, the Pope comes down here, holy blessing for the doorway, chips with a silver hammer away at the concrete on the inside, and somebody else comes along, takes all the concrete down, the Pope then comes outside, the doors are open, the Pope walks through, okay, so it's got the papal blessing, and then anybody that follows them through during the course of that 1 year will be absolved of their sins for the previous 25 years. At the end of the year, the doors are closed, sealed back up again, and there it remains closed again for another 25 years until the next time. Adieu.
Going off in the background. That's crazy.
Impressive stuff. This is actually a mosaic, not a painting.
Realism, but even more so. It's just, it's crazy, man.
That's some serious tile work.
I mean, if you get really, really close and look at it at an angle, you can see it, but...
That is a backsplash. That's a place to eat.
We did.
Do not speak a word of English.
And you whisper that in case they overhear you?
Shut up. We finished our meal. Had a nice discussion with some ladies who are on our tour from Virginia. And now we are completely lost. We have no idea. We talked to a guy, we're randomly walking towards the river.
We hope.
And we think that by finding the river, we'll find a bridge. And by finding a bridge, we will in turn be able to place ourselves somewhere on the map.
That's the plan, at least.
And so that's the plan.
Look, there's a taxi.
Yeah. I don't know. Is there?
Taxi?
Taxi?
Taxi.
Over here? Huh? We were apparently going the wrong direction, so this was a good choice.
There you go.
We're good. We're good now. He's going to straighten us out. Let's go see what this Pantheon nonsense is all about. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the Pantheon. Rome is very popular.
And rotundas are popular in Rome.
This is some serious concrete work. That concrete work has stood for many years. And it used to be dedicated to gods of Rome, and then the church took it over. I think that's the story.
They took all the bronze and made that thing in the center of the...
Exactly. They took the bronze off the top of it, but the dome still stands and appears to be in pretty good condition.
No cracks in that. Wow.
Not at all. Very well done for as old as it is.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen the inside of the Pantheon. We have officially done this. And so we did it. Cost us about $8 and we're kind of done now.
Yeah, we're done.
We found the glove store right across from the Pantheon and the Pantheon scaffolding, erected whatever BC, and the glove store appears to be closed for lunch or whatever.
They're not open till 12:30 tomorrow.
Ah, drat. No gloves for you. No gloves for you.
Hey.
Yes, I do think I want you to take my picture with a wooden motorcycle.
I'll do that.
Is that legal?
It must be.
Anyway, we found a glove store, so we've stopped our taxi cold, and
It looks like we can pick another one up. I mean, look at all these.
exactly, we're going to look for gloves because Dee wants gloves.
Oh, damn it.
What Mama wants, Mama gets.
Okay.
Think
She
so?
knew by looking at my hands how big
She knew by looking at your hands that you don't have enough big enough gloves.
Do you have like all red?
One shot from Harry Potter.
This is so awesome.
These gloves have phoenix feather in them. Only one other pair of gloves was sold like this. From he who has no name, he who cannot be named. That's her glove tool. His special glove tool. Ah, very good. What do you think?
Red gloves.
Are they what you need? Are they right
They're
size?
what I wanted. And my fingers go all the way down.
Good size?
They're good size. They're great size. She looked at my hands and she knew what size they were. That's just awesome. Okay. Red gloves. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Give the lady your money. Uh-oh.
Okay. Huzzah! That's what I wanted. That's perfect.
Great.
I have gotten what I wanted in Rome.